It's time for the all-new Let's Make a Deal, starring TV's big dealer, Monty Hall.
Thank you very much. Welcome to the all-new Let's Make a Deal. Boy, we have fun on this show. We just go through the audience and we pick people. I made a crack about Pittsburgh, and you're wearing a Pittsburgh uniform, so I want to make amends. Is that all right? Before the show, I made a crack about Pittsburgh. I don't know what I said, but something about I saw people wearing Pittsburgh uniforms, and it's a good place to leave. Well, I come from Winnipeg, Canada, which is a real great town, but it's a great place to leave, you know. You go back there and you visit your relatives all the time, right? No, I think Southern California is beautiful, don't you?
I love it out here. It's beautiful. I'm out here visiting my brother from Pittsburgh.
Is that right? Isn't that nice? And what does he do? Play for the Steelers?
No, he'd love to. He's an accountant.
All right. Well, there's no accounting for taste. Okay. I won't steal if you make a deal, says Susie Block. I have such a fast deal for you. You could earn $3,000. Here it is in my pocket. $3,000 in the next few seconds. And all you have to do is price an item. As a matter of fact, it's a pair of items. I want you to listen carefully to Brian describe these items, and then you give me the price, the total price of the two items together, manufacturer suggested retail selling price, and if you can do it within $2, high or low, I'm going to give you $3,000. Okay. Easy?
Terrific.
Go, Brian.
All right. It's a pair of Daisy's coffee, soup, and beverage warmers. Keep your favorite beverage at perfect drinking temperature from Daisy.
You take a few moments to think about it. I want the price of the two of them together. So you have the same item, multiply it by 2, give me a price. If you're within $2, I'm going to give you $3,000.
$23.
$23. Now, just in case you don't have confidence in your guess, I'll always do this. I'll offer you something which is a sure deal. It's behind curtain number 1. Tell me if you'd rather have this instead. Take a look at it, open up curtain number 1, and show Susie Block that we have a special kind of refrigerator.
Admiral's Refrigerator a la mode, the first and only refrigerator that makes ice cream, sherbet, frozen yogurt, and more. It sells for $1,299. And we've added a supply of Diet soft drinks. Now Diet 7-Up has 100% NutraSweet and no saccharin. Diet 7-Up, the best is even better. This deal is worth $1,324.
No questions asked. You can have that or go all the way for the $3,000.
I'm going to go for door number 1.
You want the sure thing? Your guess was $23. $23. Had you gone all the way, would you have been within $2? No, because it was $29.98. You'd have missed by 7. So you got the sure thing. Congratulations. That was a very good deal. To Susie Block. Let's make another fast deal with the balloon lady right over here. Now, when we, somewhere there's got to be a name attached to this lady.
It's on here somewhere. Valerie Kaplan.
Valerie Kaplan. Now, Valerie, I have a very fast deal for you. I have, do you have a sweet tooth?
I sure do.
Well, take a look at this. We're going to have Brian describe this sweet candy bar, and then I'll tell you something about it.
Hershey's Crackle, delicious Hershey's milk chocolate and crisp rice. Look for the Crackle combination and the bright red Crackle label.
You can have this bar, and you know that sometimes we sweet the sweetener, don't we? And as a matter of fact, I tell you that we have sweetened it. How much have I sweetened it with? $1, $100, $1,000? What? It's yours. Unless you'd like the sure thing again. Well, not really that sure, but there's a box down there on the display floor. You can have the contents of the box, or you can have the money and the bar. Crackle, crackle, little bar. How I wonder how you are. And I also wonder if I'm going to get an answer.
I'm going to take the box.
You're going to take the box? And I told you there was money in here, but it didn't stop you from giving it away. I opened it up, and by golly, there happened to be, oh, it fell down on the floor. Well, come look with me. What do you see over there? You see a $500 bill? And do you see a $100 bill? And let's throw another 100 down there, and another 100 down there, and there was $800 altogether. And what's in the box that you went for instead of the $800? And you went for some.
Enjoy carefree cooking with Monarch's Gas Patio Grill, crafted of heavy steel, porcelain enameled with convenient controls for clean propane grilling by Monarch Range Company. It retails for $599.95. And to clean the dishes, Gibson's portable dishwasher featuring 3 levels of washing action, hygiene cycle, forced air drying, and an energy saver switch from Gibson. It sells for $469. Total value of this deal, $1,068.95.
I'm not through. I'm not through because you say you want more. I got a curtain for you. It's curtain number 2, and you can trade away everything you have for curtain number 2. That is all the things that you just won. Curtain number 2.
I'm gonna keep it.
You're going to keep what you got. You turn down the curtain. What was back of that curtain that you could have had? Well, a big high chair and a big baby sitting in it. Just take a look. Just take a look at that little baby of ours.
I
Isn't
am
it cute?
drinking my milk.
You're drinking your milk?
I got it from the brown bottle in your dressing room. It's good.
You mean little kid. You better watch what you're doing. That's Brian Cummings sitting up there in the rocking chair. You didn't go for that deal. You went for the sure thing, and you've got yourself a nice deal. Thank you. And thank you to Susie Block as well for making our opening deal with us today. And in my next deal, a couple of traders can wind up with a deal worth over $13,000. Okay, going to make a terrific deal right now for the skiers. Both skiers stand up. Jeff Burkett and Mary Beth. Now, here's the deal I have for you. I'm selling something for $7, and here it is. You could buy it for $7. A brand new convertible.
It's the Renault Alliance convertible. Includes a 1.7-liter fuel-injected engine, 5-speed manual transmission, power top, and more. From Pioneer Oldsmobile AMC Renault. With tax and license, it sells for $13,371.
I said you could buy that for $7, providing that you can earn the $7 right here. And here are the $7. I'm going to let you price 4 items. The first one's worth $1 to you if you're right, then 2, then 3, then 4. That adds up to 10. You only have to win 7, which means you could even miss the first 2 and still win 7. Or you could miss the third one after getting the first 2 and still get 7. So you see, we make margins for error, but not when we get to that last step. All right, you need $7. Let's start paying off. You need 7, remember. For $1, let's listen to Brian.
A package of mints. Clorets Gum and Mints helps your mouth's own freshening power eliminate bad breath. Costs a little more, but it's worth it. Clorets, the breath deodorant.
Price this for me within 35 cents and get your first $1.
50 cents.
50 cents. You didn't even wait to consult her, right? The price was 45, and here is your first $1. You going to wait and talk to your wife, or are you just going to shout out? Because I'm going to take the first price that comes out, right?
Okay.
Okay. Now for $2.
Near East offers Old World flavor, an alternative to pasta or potatoes. The original 100% natural peel-off from Near East Foods.
I want you to come within 50 cents. Talk it over.
$1.80.
$1.80. The price actually is 89 cents, and you don't get that one, which means that was the one you could afford to miss. I said you could miss along the way, but you must get the next 2 now to get your $7. This next one's worth $3. Let's listen.
Niagara, America's #1 selling spray starch, helps prevent the deep penetration of soil and stains. For a crisper, firmer finish, Niagara Spray Starch.
Price this for me within 50 cents, and we'll give you another couple of bucks.
$1.79.
$1.79. The price is $1.03, and you missed that one by too much, and so we can't give you the $3. And as a matter of fact, there's no chance for you to raise the money, so give me back your $1. And before you say goodbye, because you've lost your chance to win 7, and the 7 would buy you a convertible, maybe I can get you a couple of gallons of gas or something. I'll tell you why. I have something. Well, let me price this item here for you and see if I can put some money in your hands. If you can price this for me within limits I set for you, I'll give you $400. All right?
Yeah.
All right. Aren't you glad they said yes?
This is an 18-ounce jar of Jelly Belly, the original gourmet jelly bean in 40 mouth-watering flavors at finer department stores, gourmet gift and candy shops worldwide.
Price this for me within $2.50, and I'll give you $400.
$5.
You're so far apart. She says 5, he says
you
5,
say?
she says
What do you
8.
say?
Listen to her.
Okay.
What did she say?
She said 8.
She says 8? Who's going to win? Well, you'll be sorry if it's 4, won't you?
I know,
But the price actually was 10, and you did it within $2.50 by listening to your wife. You like this game?
Yes.
It's easy when you got an MC who just makes it so possible for you, right?
Yeah.
From now on, I don't want to hear a word out of you. I just want to hear a word out of her. All right, listen, easiest $400 you ever made in your whole life.
Right.
There's a curtain called curtain number 2 back there, and it's for sale. Look at Jeff, he won't open his mouth now. You can have what's behind that curtain for your $400. I'll give you another $200 not to take it. That makes $600.
Go with the curtain.
You want to go? You don't want the $600. I'll give you $650. I'll give you $700 for the curtain.
No, you decide. Go. Quick.
I'll take the curtain.
She was the curtain anyhow, turns down $700, and look what you got instead.
The original Hide-A-Bed. This beautiful sofa includes the famous Beauty Rest mattress for years of fine styling and luxurious sleeping comfort. The original Hide-A-Bed made only by Simmons. It retails for $1,249. And to watch Let's Make a Deal, a 25-inch color television with wireless remote control and 105 cable channels with matching stand from Sharp. It retails for $925. Total value of this sure deal, $2,174.
All right, Mary Beth. You were looking at couches today. You don't have to look anymore. And the TV set, too. Thank you to the Burkettes who made themselves a very good deal. You see, every cloud has a silver lining. And every deal may have a silver lining, as you shall see coming up. Okay, here we go. You remember the old folks? Give me a break. It's only a 30-minute show, and if you're gonna applaud and scream for 28 minutes, we'll never get the deal in. Do you remember the old song that goes, "Every cloud must have a silver lining"? Do you know that one? Yeah. Well, I want to prove it to you right now. Liz Horner sat in the corner, right?
Yes.
But you weren't in the corner. You were sitting right on the aisle.
What?
Liz Horner sat on the aisle. It doesn't work, okay? Because I am going to talk about that silver lining right now. You could trade for this 100-ounce bar of silver. This one right here, 100-ounce bar of silver. It is really heavy. You want to try and lift it?
Yeah.
Whoa, right? That's a 100-ounce bar of silver. You know what it's worth?
Millions.
Well, if it's worth millions, we're going to stop the show right now. I'll put it in my pocket and I'm going home. No, it's not worth millions, dear. No, not worth millions. But I also have a packet of cash here. See this packet of cash? $10 bills. There's 3 ounces of $10 bills. 3 ounces. Figure out how much money there'd be in there. You have your choice now of this bar, which I will give you, or the money.
The money.
You keep the money. I'll come back and tell you more about that later.
Okay.
I'm going to ask that gentleman sitting down at the end to join me here for just a moment. Would you come up here, sir? Your name is Alan Stevens. Alan, you lift this up here. You lift it up. It's heavy, right?
Very heavy.
All right. Now, I'm going to let you keep this silver, and I'll tell you what it's worth later. Millions, she says. Or you can have the box on the display floor that Karen is showing us right now.
The box.
You want the box? I will tell you about the silver right now. The silver sells for $100 an ounce. Okay? I mean, it's not for $100. There's 100 ounces there. It sells for only $7.20 an ounce for $720. That was 100 ounces there. That was only, what, 6 pounds or something? That made such a big fuss about it. I know shot putters who putt that 70 feet. So you didn't want the $720, but what have we got in the box for, Alan? Take a look at this. Alan has a whole set of baby buggies. Oh, isn't that terrible? Isn't that what, do you need those?
No.
Do you have any little children around the house?
No.
Go out and get a couple. Alan Stevens turned down $720 of silver for that. Well, now you see, I showed him this. I let him lift it. You know silver's got to be worth something, right? And he just turned away. Oh, oh, I'm sorry about that. Thank you for reminding me. Oh, come back here, Alan. I almost forgot. Why are you jumping, Alan? Are you married?
It better not be a baby.
You guessed. Do you have a wife?
No.
Do you have a
Well,
girlfriend?
you have wives in there. 2 wives. You know me.
Alan, let's put it this way. I make the jokes. You just stand there and say yes or no, right?
Yep.
Alan, do you have a wife?
No, sir.
Do you have a girlfriend?
No, sir.
What would you do with this beautiful fur that we're going to pull out of that baby carriage right now? Someone's got to get that fur cape.
Davidi combines plush Norwegian natural blue fox and silky anguilla leather for this unique cape jacket from Dicker & Dicker of Beverly Hills. Its appraised value is $2,500.
Who's going to get it?
With $2,000, I'll find a girlfriend fast.
We'll find a girlfriend fast. All right, very good, Alan. By golly, I almost forgot about that fur cape, but I haven't forgotten about you because you still have 3 ounces of money, you see? 3 ounces, and the money happens to be all stacked $10 bills. So do you want to keep that or go for curtain number 1, my dear?
Curtain number 1.
You want to go for curtain number 1. Trades away all the money. Let me tell you that you were holding there $900 because there's 30 bills to an ounce. There were 90 bills there, and they were all $10 bills for $900, what you turned down. And in your case, here's what we have for you instead. And it happens to be 1,000 pounds of pure garbage, together with all the garbage cans for every day of the week to put them in. I was afraid that you wouldn't have enough garbage to fill those cans, so we got you all that garbage, 1,000 pounds. Isn't that wonderful? Liz Horner, thank you, Alan Stevens, for making that deal. Can you imagine they turned down the money and the silver? Which is wonderful because I get to take the silver home. What is the big deal worth today, Brian?
The big deal today is worth $9,798.
All right, we'll go back to our traders, see if they want to go for one more deal. And now, Alan Stevens, he hasn't got a girlfriend. What did he do with a fur cape? Do you want to trade in the $2,500 for a chance at the big deal? Yes, he does, yes. Mary Beth and Jeff Burkett have the hide-up the color TV worth $2,174. Will they risk it? No? 5 seconds. No, they say no. Susie Block, refrigerator, diet drinks, $1,300. Yes, she says. So it's Alan Stevens and the gal from Pittsburgh right after this. So now we have the gentleman who traded away the fur, and now we've got Pittsburgh joined by a linebacker. That must be the accountant, Howard Block. Block is a very famous accountant's name, but you're not the H. Howard Block from H&R, right?
I wish.
Wrong family. Okay, so here we go now. The value of the big deal today is $9,798. It could be behind door number 1 or 2 or 3. Alan Stevens trade away $2,000. Which do you want? 3. Door number 3, and over here for the block.
We're going to go for 2 because there's 2 of us.
Goes for door number 2. Let's show you what's behind number 3 for the fur and the baby buggies. You went for the piggy bank? Monty's piggy bank isn't loaded today because all we've got in there today is $777. Not bad because it's all cash, right? $777 more than you came with.
Thank you.
Thank you, Alan Stevens. Thank you very much. All right, Susie Block, you took door number
2.
which we'll show you right now. Door number 2, and behind door number 2, wall covering and more.
Genuine Z-Brick adds richness and character to exterior interior walls. Authentic Z-Brick brand, your assurance of quality and durability. And with your new brick wall as a background, picture this. The latest in leisure for your home. First, a pair of chairs to relax in. Brookline wall-away recliners combine luxurious comfort with traditional styling. These space-saving recliners can be placed near a wall and still glide smoothly to a fully reclined position from Brookline. They retail for $1,398. And for leisure time entertainment, the latest in electronics. Fisher Audio Video System, AM/FM stereo, compact laser disc player, cassette recorder, 25-inch color monitor from the Federated Group. It sells for $2,795. Total value of this deal, $4,218.
Even though that wasn't the big deal, that's a very, very nice deal. Congratulations to you, Susie. And the big deal that neither one of you chose was behind door number 1. Let's see what it was. And it started off with luggage and probably a lot more.
First, a set of Skyway luggage. Practical, attractive luggage with wheels. Rugged nylon outdoor twist fabric featuring new Dresden blue. Expandable capacity from Skyway. The 4-piece set sells for $580. Next, Konicka's CV301 color video camera. Weighs only 1.6 pounds and is designed for easy use. Features advanced video technology from Konica. It retails for $599. And to go with that camera, this Quasar videotape recorder features stereo sound and wireless remote control and valued at $1,199.95. And you could have used all these goodies on your vacation. that began with a jet coach flight for two to Miami, Florida, where you'd have enjoyed a week of fun in the sun at the Newport Beach Resort Hotel in Miami Beach on the ocean, featuring the world-famous pub restaurant for dining pleasure and entertainment in the Seven Seas Lounge from Newport Beach Resort Hotel. And the next week, look at this. It's a Caribbean cruise. You're going to sail away on Norwegian Caribbean Line's MS Skyward. Cruise from Miami to Cancun, Cozumel, Grand Cayman, and NCL's private island in the Bahamas. Enjoying superb dining, nightly entertainment, and more on the MS Skyward Norwegian Registry. This exciting vacation deal is valued at $5,420.
And I had a check for $2,000 to go along with that trip for expenses. Wasn't that a great cruise, huh? $9,798. Nobody got it. That was the big deal of the day. Thank you very much. Al, you did $777. Susie did about $4 grand. Thank you, Howard, for being with us. Now, as you go back to your seats, I will talk to Jim Melvin over here. Jim, without looking, you've been sitting next to a lady here for the last half hour. Don't look.
Okay.
What's her name for $150? Both names or even first name. What's her name? I'll give you a clue. Da-da, you are my posy.
The all-new Let's Make a Deal is a Stephen Hados Monty Hall production
Where were you when
in
I-
association with Telepictures.
86 people back there yelled.